Things are popping off on college campuses across the country, and we are still in the Middle East. Here's what we saw at Columbia University.
Palestine will never die!
Quick, is this the office of Google CEO, or is this Columbia University, or is this Jordan?
A revolution!
It's hard to tell nowadays. So you hear the chanting there. Obviously not a comfortable situation if you don't share the same ideology. I'm going to tell you by the end of this why this is happening, but I just want to lay out what's happening here. That wasn't even the weirdest part of it. That stuff seems normal now. This is the weird stuff. I'd never seen a protest like this. Maybe I just don't get out enough.
So that we can start to push them out of the camp. One step forward. Another step forward. We ask that you please respect our privacy and our community guidelines, which you have so far disrespected.
I don't know if that's a gay man. They look like they have brown skin, same complexion probably as me. I don't know if it's a gay man or a woman, a black woman. This is weird, man. This is just community guidelines. What is this? This isn't Meta. This isn't Facebook. This isn't Twitter. What, they think this is Snapchat?
And our community guidelines.
Man, these kids, man, we did something really wrong with these kids. Our community guidelines, and then they're all chanting together like they're call and response. But at least with the traditional protest call and response, it's more, I don't know, it's more like of a rally. This one was almost like following directions. This one felt weird.
Which you have so far disrespected. And leave our camp.
Even if I agreed with the cause, man, I'm gonna be like, y'all gonna have to choose a new leader, and I'm not doing the chants. I just can't do. It sounds too NPC-ish. I'm not chanting after you. I just can't do it. Count me out. I'm not going to the rally.
One step forward.
Here comes a little joke.
Have you got enough video? Because I look very pretty.
It looks like a gay black male. Like, can we find any black males that aren't gay around? I mean, you just can't find them anymore, man. It's like a dying species. That's what it looks like. I honestly can't tell what the person is. I just think it's funny, man. I just think it's funny that the leader, just like that Apple, there was an ad that Apple did a while back with Tim Cook. And I think the ad was portraying God in a meeting. And God was, of course, wait for it, a fat black woman with an attitude. I forgot the name of the actress's name. She's pretty famous. It wasn't Viola Davis, was it? I forgot who it was. It might have been Viola Davis. She's not fat. So I take that back if that was her. But just pure weirdness. What is?
You guys don't have to do this, you know? You're all here because we're here. Why are you giving us
We
that
were here
power?
before you came here.
I understand that, but you're doing what
Repeat after me.
you're doing.
I'm bored. We would like you to leave.
Bruh, what is going on?
For me.
Repeat after me. I'm bored.
My name's Aiden.
Man, this is wild. I don't know what's up. 2024, man. I swear, 2024 is crazy. That is an objectively, I'm not even getting in on sides on this. I will in a second, but not yet. Just forget about what side if you're the bootlicking Israel side, if you're the bootlicking Palestinian side, if you're like me, you don't give a damn. That is objectively weird. It's just bizarre. It's not healthy behavior. We have a mental crisis that's coming up on us like a tsunami. Unbelievable sight and video from the campus. We'll be seeing that video 1,000 years from now. They'll be playing that video like, look what happened in 2024. That's how crazy stuff got. But why is it happening though? It's happening for a reason. And I think we need to pretend like these people are our kids. We're not raising our kids right. And here's an example. Cassandra McDonald talks about this dude, Shai Davidai. Davidai. He's a pro-Israel professor at Columbia, and this is the same campus. And the next morning, he's trying to come in. They set up a tent area. It is a private university. So what we need to, when I say raise our children, they're adults, but raise our young people to understand how things work. This is a private, and here I'm talking about the pro side of that country that I don't want to say too often on a live, but people who are against those protesters need to understand, I'm talking about young people, old people, everyone, that this is a private university, it's a private campus.
Media in is the university keeping the media out. This is the COO of the university. Are we not letting the media in?
He's swiping. So this professor is a pretty famous, well-known Jewish professor, and he's swiping his card, trying to go through the area. And I believe it's the same area as where they were chanting, like they've got that on lock now. It's like their own Chaz zone on the campus. But it's a private campus. So I understand the concern from the Jewish students. Maybe you have a civil suit. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but there's nothing criminal happening here. It's their property. It's not like if this was a public street, that's a whole different topic. If it was a public university, that's a whole different topic. But this is a private university. I have problems with them getting funds. I do. But that's why when Elise Stefanik brought Harvard and Penn, she brought private universities to the hearing. She couldn't have done it with public universities. Private universities, they control their campus. So she couldn't have done it with public because they got the First Amendment. You can't press up on them. But for the private universities, they can violate the First Amendment. You don't have First Amendment protection on my property. So they can have a Chaz chopped in the middle of their private university. And then they can deny this professor, doesn't matter what religion or background or anybody he is, they can say, well, we're dealing with these people. For right now, we're going to leave it up. I don't know what they're going to do with it, or maybe they support it. I don't know. But right now, we can't have you walking through here because that's going to cause some beef. And they didn't turn off his car. I think he's with the business school. They didn't turn off his card where he couldn't go to work. They just said, you can't come this way.
Card has been deactivated? Why?
Can you back up, please?
Wait. Everybody.
And he's perfectly within his right to put pressure on the university to bring all the cameras in. And look, I am the oppressed. This is a tough sell. Let me just tell you, this is a tough sell. I'm the oppressed, well-off, well-to-do Jewish professor at Columbia. They're oppressing me. It's a tough sell, but he's allowed to do it. And MAGA, a lot of people are buying into it.
My card has been deactivated. This is Cass Holloway, the COO. This is Gerald Lewis. They were in the meeting where I asked them if Hamas is a terror organization, and they couldn't say that it is a terrorist organization. Why? I'm a professor. Why can I?
Shai,
No. Speak out loud so the media.
Shai, we are willing to take you to the math lawn.
No, I am a professor here.
Alumnus. We have a
Wait.
You don't have
Everybody
a right.
quiet.
No. You don't have a right. You're at a private university. You know that. And Cassandra McDonald knows that as well. She said, good. He's clearly there to cause a scene. That's exactly what he's doing. And she said, what an annoying man. Cassandra she is cutting up right now, man. So that's what you got right there. And I'm gonna end with this. This is what's going on with these kids and everything. Why is happening. Now let's talk about the pro-Palestinian kids. These are the kids that we're raising these kids. We're the ones raising these kids. And the regime has counted on these kids multiple times. And I think this is authentic. This all can't be paid. Some of it is authentic. So when Black Lives Matter came, they bought into it. They said, oh, this crazy thing is happening to black people, and we need to have this conversation, even though their statistics didn't back it, any kind of pandemic of innocent black men being unlived at the hands of police. The statistics don't bear that out. But they still bought it and did BLM. They were sold that they're supposed to hate white people. They still agree with it. They're still sold on that to this day. They're sold on gender theory. They're sold that men can become women and women can become men, and you're a bigot if you don't acknowledge it. They're sold on being anti-MAGA. And then the regime came back and said, oh, they're sold on that. They're going to be sold on whatever we tell them to do. And I thought that as well. But what the regime is finding out right now is when they went to these kids and said, I want to sell you on what this country is doing 7,000 miles away on living indiscriminately innocent people. It's justified because of October 7th. We need you on our side. The kids said no. So whatever reason why, they bought all that other stuff and they did not buy this one. They're not buying this one. And you're not helping the way you're acting. And that's why they don't want to ban TikTok. They want to control TikTok. Because it's tough to sell people on what that country's doing when the kids are seeing every day gruesome photos and videos that are verified as true of what the country's doing. And nobody believes it's going to solve any problem. And they went to the well one time too many on a topic that they're not buying. They're not going to listen to you on this topic. So you might have to change course, try a different topic, try a different approach. And here's for damn sure, when November comes by, do not sell me on Joe Biden getting 100 million votes or 81 million votes or 90 million votes or 71 million votes. Or don't sell me on that if you can't even win over Columbia campus.
Middle MAGA.